about some 10-year-olds in Jamaica, but are they really 10-year-olds? Like, what the hell is happening? So I get where his scare is coming from, but that wasn't me. Yep. So, um, as I'm saying, yeah, he did some little crazy shit like that. I remember one time he beat me for some dumb shit. I don't remember what it was about, and he tell me, say I'm dead to him. Isn't it? So I must lay down on the floor and put my hand, clasp my hands like that and don't move. And him take a picture of me and him show me and I say you look dead. Yeah. And you see my guys, I feel I look on this nigga like, I'm going no way. Because I'm like, you must be a crazy motherfucker. If I was older, I would have floored your ass. Like, you may even know the certain things where it meant me think, but that didn't really make me not love him. Isn't it? I say, I'm just thinking this is a crazy motherfucker. Isn't it? Based on his past life as a gangster, isn't it? But whatever. He did that shit. As I say, abused my mother a lot, guys. I can't tell you guys how many times I cleaned up blood off of the floor and shit like that. Isn't it? Remember one time him and my mother was arguing. My little brother was just born, and he was just a baby. So my mother had him in her hand, and them a cuss, and well, he's cussing, and he not really getting a response. Chippy and Shreddy, and she said I look at her for shit. By the time I look, this nigga full buckets of water came back in the room and just started throwing it on my mother and my little brother. Like he was literally just born a couple months. So started throwing that shit on her in the room flood out. I mean, end up wipe up the friggin' water. Can you guys believe this shit? Isn't it? Wipe up the friggin' water, and all of that. So my little brother, oh, and yeah, he was flinging a pickaxe stick as well. He was hitting her, and she had to be like dodging. Like that woman was so strong, like she had to be like, you might hit her, and she have my little brother, and might take the stick and whatever. But the stick did catch my little brother on his foot, and it did swell him up. And after a while, he get like a sick, so he ended up in children's. Up until this day, my little brother have sickle cell. His name did have asthma as well. He was so sick. He was so sick, guys. Isn't he? And think about them thing, and feel like I'm crying now, guys. I'm like, I could have lost my little brother. Everybody was stressing about. He was in the hospital for days. Emmanuel Bryan, I love you, bro. He was in the hospital for days, and I thought that was it. Isn't it? He wasn't gonna get better because he was just a couple months old. Foot swelled because the stick catch him from my father swing. Isn't it? And all of that water that was thrown, it just made him really really sick. But after a couple weeks or so, him come out of the hospital and recover. You get me? And that was just really a joy. I mean, I know what I do with my father actually made me lose him. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how he would have come back from that. Right? Enough time my mother leave him and whatever. I remember this one time she was like him call her and say him sick if she for come back. I said, Mommy, no, for one. Yes, I mean I say he will get better. People get sick all the time and whatever. He alright, he will get better. You see me? Um and she love him so much, they've been together so long, she just never listen to that. Go back there when you look, that's him and her again at it. You see me? I remember one time when she did end up take all away and she needed some money and he tell her to come for some money. By the time she got there, him tell her to come for some money and it was way in sentence. Right, so we left Sentiments, and after a certain place in Sentence, after a certain time, you can't really get a taxi. Right, so went to Sentence, or get to Sentence, he wasn't there at all. House lock up, everything. And we couldn't leave either because we couldn't get anything to go back down. It was getting late, Right, my mother tried to work off the lock, but due to the type of lock, she couldn't just take it off. Yeah, due to the type of lock, she couldn't just take it off like that. So we ended up sleeping on the step of the house. Yeah, guys, on the step. We ended up sleeping on the step of the house, and my little brother, he was still little at this time. She actually had him on breast. You get messy, and then little rain drew started again. So there we were sleeping on the step. My mother, my little brother, my little sister, rain drew our way up on them thing. Yeah. In the morning, she gets somebody for bust off the lock, and we go in, and the woman mash up everything. You see me burning clothes in the middle of the bed, and we're looking at the cabinet full of food. You see me, I said, woman empty everything. By the time we left the house, she have like 5 grocery bags, 6. You get me, like a grocery shopping she go. Them thing they last me for a good while. And this motherfucker had the nerves to, call her after that, and I chatted with him all the time, guys. My mother went back to him for a while. You see me, I watched her almost kill herself. You see me, they're in the house fighting. Him attack her, she run come round to my room, and she locked the door, and she was just there crying, and she had said to me, so she can't take it no more. And remember her climb up on the window, and she was standing there. It was a really big house, so she did throw herself down there. Yeah, she probably would have died. I would have been seriously injured. You see me, and I remember there, and I had to be crying, and I say, oh, mommy, like, look at your kids. You have your kids to live for. Like, as young as I was, guys, I wasn't even in high school yet. I think I was in 5th grade. Yeah. Um, we lived in Linstead then, right? And I had to be preaching to this woman. You get me? I say, like, I'm me, the mother, and whatever. And my mom, we used to talk a lot and whatever. That's why I wonder, like, how she come about treating me this way first for choosing this life. You get what I say? Because me and her really used to talk. We used to tell for my father tell the tale when he bring me and all that shit. You get what I say? And I understand her pain because I had to go through it. Yeah, I had to go through it. It wasn't just you, isn't me? As young as I was, I had to be cleaning up your blood off of the floor and shit like that. You get me? Yeah. My father bust my ass. I remember one time the man thumping on my face because him said I must come to bed at 8 o'clock, and I sit down up in the bed with my mother and talk with her, and she was injured because a pot of hot soup fell on her foot. You get me? I said, burn her up. So me and her just come from my mother. I look the man forward, sneak up on me. I don't know what the hell he heard us talking about, but we weren't doing shit. Him coming out of the house, no, angry as hell. That was the first time he ever told me. He ever thought, oh, sure. You see me? I said, yeah. So, I'm going to say, white guys, I tell them that the blackout for a second. I said, wow, shit. You see me? The man do something, draw out the belt like him a little bit. And I said, what on that? Whoa. Shit, guys. Comment below if you were younger, you can. I don't know about anybody else, but when me about to get beaten when me younger, my belly just start roll. And I say, hold on, pops, hold up, let me go take a shit. You get what I'm saying? Say, alright, do you think I'm probably don't want to beat me and start slide out. When I know I can't go out, they get me. So, do some, I sit down on the toilet all long to tell the man, say, I want me, I said, that nothing I want to you. I'm sorry, I get to it from that one. Isn't it? But as abusive as my dad was, isn't it? And as much as I understand where my mother was coming from with everything that she went through with him, you get me? I say, he taught me a lot of things about life. You get me? And I hope to pass that on to my friends and isn't me, my kids. You get me? He made me the soldier that I am now. And yes, I'm definitely a soldier because certain shit, because of the way, and that's why, guys, when man behaves certain way, isn't it chip my head because the person that I grew up was a real man. Isn't it? My dad has been through a lot, as I say, a gangster, guys. But now I go down in the detail and say what him do, but It's a say he has been through a lot, and yes, he did abuse my mother a lot. It's a say put scars on our body and all of them thing there. And he did some crazy shit to us. A lot of my brothers and sisters that grew up with him probably don't even like him that much because of shit like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like if he didn't do certain things that he did, I would lack certain things in my personality. You see me, I say, it made me so much stronger. And I tell you, I'm a mother show me say, yo, no matter where you go through in life, man, just have some faith. Just have some faith, man. And if you want it, you will get it. Yeah. Most of that woman that try so hard. Right now she's in the States. She got refused like 7 times. She tried about 5, 7 times to get a visa. You get me? But now she's there. She never gave up. You see me? She is so strong and I'm coming after that. She lived with this man for years. She not left him till more. She has seen 30. I thought she was almost 30 when they finally decided, yo, they might break off the toxic relationship. And I'm not saying a lot of people would say, oh, my father beat her, so he didn't love her or whatever. And you see me, but that really wasn't the case, guys. Because as I'm telling you, I'm gonna live this life. I'm gonna see these two people, and even though yes, they are toxic for each other, you see me, you could have see, oh, in love her, I'm just don't know how to be a better person. And my father is a shitty guy in so many ways. Trust me. Yeah, yeah, man. He literally doesn't really care about anybody but himself. He care about himself more than he care about anybody. Trust me. But that doesn't separate his love from me. You see me? That I notice about him. You get me? But yeah, I just feel like I came back to Jamaica and my life just went to shit. You get me? High school was a drain. You see me? My parents were a drain. You get me? I had to cry to my dad to even do CXC. Not CXC, GSAT. You get me? Because we were moving up and down all the time. He must say, oh, I wasn't ready. I had to cry to him for that shit. Isn't it? After a while, just being around my family was so stifling. You get me? The way how they deal with each other, Christian side, I fight with my father because of his decisions in life. You see me? Deal with us a certain way. Down to the other day, my mother dropped off my brother and sister at my grandmother's house. When I look, my brother and sister show up at my house with my grandmother, drop them off, My sister let me know that my grandma threw their things off the veranda and tell her that, they can't stay with them. You see me? And these are Christian people. My auntie is a pastor. You get what I say? My father, when he had money, he took care of all of them. You see me? He did what he could. And in the end, everybody just turned their back on him. When him finally on him face, him not have money no more and he need people. You see me? So all of these things were just things that I looked at. You get me? I say, and I was ready for life before these shit even started happening to me. Cause I'm an experienced people. I do it to my father. I be trained. You get what I say? So I went through a lot. I've been through a lot, guys. This video is probably long enough. Maybe I will make another one if you guys would like to hear more. Just comment below and let me know. But there's a lot to my life story. You get me? If you guys have any questions, they can ask me. I can't really say everything off of the top of my head, but yeah, my dad wasn't a great guy, you see me, but he's still a great guy because again, he taught me a lot. You get me? And even when I decided to change my life, he was still around. He couldn't give anything to me, but he was still around. You get me? Still in my ear saying shit like, just just one child. Just one child. Isn't me? Just give me one child. Isn't me? But at the end of the day, it was there. And my mom wasn't. And I guess in my coming out story, when she and her friends were commenting on my video, isn't me? She wanted me to acknowledge the fact that, he did little things like, well, not little. Isn't me? He did big shit like that to us, and abused us certain ways when I was growing up. Yeah, those things matter, isn't it? But I'm kind of over that side of my life, isn't it? I think that sometimes people forget one thing, They are your parents, but they're also people. You get what I say? And parents forget that too when it comes to their kids. You get me? At the end of the day, these people that we look up to and call parents are also, again, they are people. Isn't me? They have their own personalities and everything like that. So if your parents fuck up, then just fuck up like, oh, your friend would have fuck up, and you see me, your enemy would have fuck up. That's just how life is, guys. You get me? So yeah, I grew up in an abusive home, but it did make me stronger. That's how I feel about it. Isn't it? It made my mind ready for certain things. It made me grimy. Yeah, it made me tough. Cause I said I don't really, I never really get beaten with belt, box, kick, toe, shit like that, guys. Isn't it? I said them thing, and I grew up with my father mostly straight. You get me? So him grow a soldier. I wanna expect. Wanna expect. Yeah, man, know what else he expected. Yeah, man, I said, people used to always tell him that, yo, me look dead stamp by him and, we walk alike and all that shit. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been feeling myself like that. Isn't it? Give him my first spliff as well, guys. Isn't it? So there were the bad, and the bad did outdo the good. But at the end of the day, the good is still there, and I think that we forget that a lot in our life. We always focus on the bad things and forget that good things have happened to us too. Isn't it? And if you really look into the bad things, you actually learn something from it. Analyze it. Isn't it? Take time and look through it and you realize, say, oh, wow, yeah, maybe I gotta do it again because you learned that, or you're not gonna do it again because you learned that. Isn't it? Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's just a little synopsis of my life here in Jamaica with my father. Isn't me living with my parents. You get me? So, yeah, I could have lost my little brother. Isn't me? I could have lost my mother. You get me? And I see her pain, and she thinks I don't see her pain. But I see her pain and where she come from. Sometimes she doesn't even like look at me, guys, to say, still just like your dirty pooper. Isn't me? And you look just like your dirty father. Is that a coincidence? That I look dead stamp of a nigga? Come on. Come on. This was supposed to be my mother. But she just can't accept it. Isn't it? So a lot of people feel like, yo, they didn't know me. Isn't me? There was a girl in my body a couple years back. Isn't it? And I know her. Yeah. I respect her. Isn't it? If there wasn't once a girl in this body, then there would not be a boy in the body because that life where she got through, that life where she lived, you get what I say? It helped build me and bring me for know say yo, certain things me not like, certain things me not join. You see me I say? And she helped me find myself. So now I feel like yeah, I go through a lot when I start testosterone, but I can't accept the fact that yo, there was once a she in this body. You see me? And big girl myself, yeah. Soon she'll no longer be. You get me guys? Yeah. My name is Glenn. Not Glenna. Don't get it twisted. You get what I say guys? That life is over. Like as me I telling you in my video, based on everything that I've been through in my life, with especially family and the shit I've seen, you get me I say? I'm a come out in my life as gay, I just separate myself from that. You feel me I say? I no longer wanted to see them. At one point, I didn't even want to be named Brian. Isn't me? I don't want nothing to do with family. You get me? I just want a fresh start. I wanted a new name. You get me? Start calling myself Kyle and all that shit, guys. But isn't me? Eventually, me grow out all of that shit. I'm gonna say, oh, the only way to find yourself is to actually be yourself. Explore yourself. Isn't me? If you're trying to be someone else, then you will never be happy. You may look within yourself and find who that person is. Isn't it? But you have to start from somewhere. Right, guys? So I learned that the hard way, isn't it? It was hard for me when I came out. I was back and forth. I didn't get that much CXCs. You get me? I was smart. My teachers were disappointed, but I just saw life go. I had to live my life. I had to be happy. You see me? And today I'm Glenn, and that is who I will always be for the rest of my life, now and forevermore. Yeah, me guys, and anybody have a problem with that, then hey, that's on you. Yeah, yeah. So I'll wrap it up, guys. But yeah, this whole thing was just a little synopsis of my life with my dad. How I ended up back in Jamaica. See my father saying fight the system. I know I'm back here. Maybe one day I'll be traveling again soon. You get me? I mean, I love Jamaica, but I mean, I love the environment, but the people are just so, I don't know, y'all are in a box. It just feels like it ain't going nowhere. You get what I say? Like, I love this country so much. I'd do a business here and retire here and everything, but I think for the time being, eventually, God's willing, isn't it? Like, I end up back in the States. Because this place ain't for me. Isn't it? But my not gonna fight me out or scare me from my country, because this is also my country, whether you guys like it or not, whether I'm gay or not, trans or not, isn't it? Yeah, everybody in the LGBT community, just like how you straight people are Jamaican, we are Jamaican too, and this is our country. We shouldn't let anybody scare us out of it. You get me, guys? So, yeah, that's it for my story. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story there. Yeah, can't wait to hear your comments, guys. Um, but what I love to say is that, guys, a lot of us have been through struggle. You get what I say? We've been through a lot with people. You see me? I say people try to get we're down. You see me? And this is for everybody who's been abused, or if you've been raped, or never let that stop you. You see me? I know where you guys are coming from. You get me? If you've been broke, if you've been hungry, you see me? You can't see nobody out there helping you. I understand all of that shit, guys. I tell you. You get me? Like, when you see me here and y'all don't even know the half. You get me? I know what it feels like to feel all of that shit. You get me, guys? But at the end of the day, life goes on. And as long as you still have breath in your body, you see me? Try for me, know it hard, but try for press on, man. May I tell you, a lot of people sit down and say, oh, God now do this for me and God now, but you're not doing nothing for yourself as well. You get what I say? You are stronger than you think. Push yourself. Push yourself and you will see how strong you are. You see me? Yeah, out of mind. What you put into the universe, that you get back. You see me, guys? So I understand when people go through things. And I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. So I know what it is to go through struggle. You see me? Enough time my father left in the house, left one little money, gone about in business, gone live life with him second family and third family, and we're hungry. And my mother feed the bread and sugar and water. Like, I know how certain shit is, guys. You see me? But what I say is don't make that stop you from living your life, from being who you want to be. You see me? You can't make people what they don't. That's what they want because they might hold on themselves, so they want you to join them. Are you going to join them? That's the question of the day, guys. Are you going to join them? You see me? Me not see what in the world, as long as me not dead, I can stop me from strife. Think about it. Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. As I said, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Glenn, and I'll see you guys again another time. We out.